Here we go, Made for Care movement series. We are going to begin with a ball and a block on our mat. And we've been rolling out the shoulders, and we're going to do 1 minute on each side here today. So between your shoulder blade and your spine, you could choose one side and lay back on the ball. If you decide that this is just too intense on your back, you could always do the ball work up against the wall. And if you're going, I don't have a ball, I just wanted to do yoga, then don't worry, this doesn't last super long. This is just our way of arriving into the body here today. And you can also, instead of using ball, just lay back on a rolled blanket or a block behind your heart, okay? Those of you who have the ball work, really allow the upper chest, the heaviness of the upper chest, to drop down into the ball. Take deep, full breaths. And let the last 3 breaths go out of your mouth. Okay, really allowing you to sink back into that ball work, okay? Now, it's likely that this part of your body wants a little more time. And the good news is, right, I'm going to give you guys a little time at the end of this practice to return to anything at all that you want a little more of. And so for now, just go ahead and switch sides. Or if you're laying back on a blanket or a block, then stay where you are, but maybe put a little more awareness in the other side of the shoulders. Let the breath work for you. And as you pour your attention into your shoulders, you're pouring care into your shoulders, because attention is care. Now, last couple of breaths, they can go out of the mouth. I definitely have some stuff happening in my right shoulder. And so you're just kind of giving that an extra pathway out through the mouth there. And then go ahead and put that ball off to the side. And now I want you to push into your feet and lift up your hips. Once the hips are lifted, put a block under your sacrum. The sacrum is that bony plate below the low back above the flesh of the tush. Now take your hands alongside sort of where your hips, your heels are. Okay. Now as you inhale, reach the arms up toward the sky. Breathe in. And then let the arms, they may not actually touch the ground overhead, but go toward the ground. And then as you breathe out, simply lower the hands back down. And then continue that, right? You'll do a handful more of those. Really work with the breath. Maybe you're kind of slowing down the breath, slowing down, feeling your feeling the mobility in the shoulder that we just established. Can you totally arrive into your body? Now, if it feels good, you can extend the legs just if it feels good. That might actually feel icky in your low back. You're going to do something to test that out. We've got a couple more of these. With the legs extended, if that's happening for you, it'll be much more of a stretch of the front body. And then feet back on the mat if they're not. And then lift up those hips by tucking the tailbone under and then bring them up. Take that block and move it off to the side. Last thing here on the back is gonna be some crunches. So you're gonna take your hands to the base of the skull, you're gonna lift your knees up, squeeze your inner legs together. So first thing you're gonna do is take your right elbow to your left knee and extend the right leg, but then you're gonna pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lay back down, bring the knees back together, go back to that starting position. Exhale, opposite, left leg extends, left elbow to the right knee, and then pulse the elbow outside the knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lay back down. Squeeze the knees together, inhale. Let's do it a few more. We don't need many of these. Right elbow to the left knee as the right leg extends and pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lay back down, breathe in. Opposite way, left elbow to the right knee, left leg extends. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in, lay back down, squeeze the knees in. We'll do the other side, right elbow to the left knee, right leg extends. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lay back down, inhale. Go the opposite way, left elbow to the right knee and pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lay back down. All right. Again, extend the legs forward. Now we don't have the block, so it might be more accessible. And then arms up and stretch. Stretch the belly. And then do a little side stretch where you're just kind of leaning over to one side and you can grab one wrist, pull it. And then the other way. And then making your way back to center, hugging your knees up into your chest, and then rocking up. Come into your child's pose. And option, I wanted to give you guys the option of doing child's pose with 2 blocks in front of you and your elbows up on the blocks. Otherwise, just regular old child's pose is a great place to be. If your elbows are on the blocks, you might want to kind of walk them forward. The idea is you'll be getting a sort of arm stretch, armpit stretch, maybe chest stretch, and then the head kind of hangs down between the blocks. So however you're working that, find it, and then start to deepen your breath. Everything that's contacting the earth, let it sink into the earth. Everything that feels bright and light, let it fill the sky. And today, the theme of our class is that this body right here is a scion, and what we mean by that at Nowhere Village is a being in need of care, a being in need of care. This body, this heart, this mind. Feel these inner spaces and feel how, in a way, right, your wise self is like the parent coming home to pay attention. And these parts of you need that attention and care. That's what you're giving them today. Just a couple more breaths to feel into the sacredness of this mission. The importance of taking care of these parts that no one else can go inside and see and love and breathe in and out of. If your neighbor is worthy of care, if your child is worthy of care, so are you. You're a neighbor, you're a child. And so love yourself today through this practice. When you feel ready, I want you to move super slow into downward dog. And the point of the theme is that we have somewhere for the heart and the mind to kind of return to again and again inside. And we have this intention and this dedication to honor the inner scion, the inner being in need of care. To show up for that mission. Come forward into plank pose. And in plank pose, I want you to build a little bit of heat. I want you to actually drop, so actually kind of pop up your upper back, so the upper back is with the sky. So it's kind of like cat spine there. And then you do the opposite, and that's actually what I more want to see, is a little bit of a dropping down toward the floor of the heart. The belly has to stay really engaged, inner thighs engaged. back of the neck long, chest open. On your next exhale, make your way all the way to the ground, probably lower your knees first. And then once you're on the ground, come into gecko. So your hands are gonna come wide off of the mat with the fingers tented. Your elbows are lifted, your chest is lifted. And I'll show it from this way too. Then you're gonna take an inhale to press into the fingers and lift up through the chest. Exhale, dip your left shoulder, look over your right. Kind of tuck your chin a little. Then inhale, come up and straighten out through the collarbones. Exhale, other way. Inhale, come up. Exhale, dip and twist. Inhale, come up. Exhale, dip and twist. Inhale, come up. Exhale, dip and twist. Inhale, come up. And exhale, dip and twist. Inhale, come back up to center, hands onto the mat, lift up the chest, pull your elbows together, and then make your way back. Child's pose again. Child's pose, maybe that reminds you of why you're practicing, the deeper reason why we're here. That deeper reason is love, always, pretty much, at least in my classes. Love and truth is kind of what it comes down to. Coming forward onto hands and knees and then downward dog. Take a slow walk forward until you end up in a standing forward fold at the front of your yoga mat. And from that standing forward fold, I recommend a little softening, just like soften the joints, right? So I'm bending my knees. I'm actually bending my knees a decent amount, enough that my belly can be kind of on my thighs. Sort of like child's pose all over again, but now my head is dangling and I get that space in my upper back. A couple more breaths to experience what's going on in the spine, the neck, in the low back, in the legs. Notice even what's going on in your feet in this pose. And then round yourself up until you find yourself standing tall and clear in front of your yoga mat. We're going to do some moon salutations now. Really nice and simple. And this recording is happening on the full moon. Full moon in Taurus, which is Earth signs, right? The sun is in Taurus, so I want you to feel your feet super grounded in the earth. Bring your hands to prayer in front of your heart. Feel the sky energy lifting you, and then feel the watery energy inside. So our moon is in Scorpio. Feel the fluidity of the breath, and now we're going to match that fluidity of breath with fluidity of movement. Hook your thumbs, reach forward and up, take a big inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, put the belly on the thighs. Interlace the fingers behind the back and straighten the legs and drop the head. Skier's pose, lift your chest, sit your hips back, squeeze your inner knees together. Then step your left foot back and lower your left knee back. Hook thumbs and reach up, breathe in. Take the hands down, plank pose. Breathe in and plank pose. Some kind of vinyasa here. Totally up to you how you do that. Either chaturanga or knees, chest, chin, and then up dog or cobra. And then making your way back to downward dog, and we'll just stay there for 3 breaths. Plugging into the earth, lifting hips up to the sky, feeling the water and the fire move inside and between those spaces. If you roll your upper arms out a little bit, a lot of us can get actually more space in the upper back and the chest. You're going to step or hop your feet forward between your hands. Breathe in as you rise, straighten your legs, and then breathe out, hollow out your belly, and just fold yourself as deeply as you can into your legs. Hook your thumbs, squeeze your inner knees together, sit the hips back, then reach all the way up. As you straighten the legs, look up, And then let's just float the arms down for a moment. And feel the arms hanging down out of your shoulders. Hook your thumbs, reach the arms forward, reach the hands forward, straight arms, then look all the way up. And then bend the knees, put the belly on the thighs, interlace your fingers behind your back, drop your head, straight legs. Skiers go, sit the hips back, lift the chest a little forward and up. Then step your right foot back and lower your right knee to the planet. Hook thumbs and reach up, breathing in. Hands down to the ground, breathing out. Make your way to plank pose, there's no rush. Engage really strongly through your core, and then do your version of the vinyasa. Follow your breath, and then notice if you abandoned your inner child. Notice if you've kind of started multitasking, right? We know how that feels when we care and someone's not paying attention. So pour your attention back into the sacred body. And I like to imagine when I'm doing my yoga asana practice or any energy work practice or movement practice, that it's like I'm plugging myself back into nature, right? I'm plugging myself back into the earth, the sky. I'm reminding myself I'm made of water and fire, and I am. Look forward, step or hop. Lifted heart and straight legs as you arrive, folding down into the legs as you breathe out. Sitting back deep and low, hooking the thumbs and reaching the arms up, 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 straightening the legs to the top. And then just float the arms down. So I just wanted to do a little bit of work with the arms here. You're just gonna take one hand onto your heart and then take the other arm and move it. And that's it. And just super duper simple. We'll just do a couple rotations in one direction and then you can switch. And you don't have to do these like really big, crazy swipes or anything like that. I just want you to feel, and when I'm touching my chest, I just feel more connected to what's happening in the arm. Switch sides. One really great way to express care is to be curious, right? Then we're like, genuinely be care. What's going on in there? How was your day? I really want to know. Make sure you go both directions. And then we're gonna shake out the hands a little bit. And then we're gonna do this qigong shoulder release. So here's how this goes. I'm gonna show you check out the legs. So I'm showing sideways so you can see a little bit of horse stance, right? My feet are a little bit wide. My knees are kind of bent, and I can just kind of bounce like this, and it feels pretty easy. My tailbone is, my butt's not out, right? My tailbone's kind of dropped right down out of my shoulders, but it's a little back. It's a little free, right? It's not tucked. Okay, so I'm gonna just get a little of that. And then here's what happens with the arms, okay? So watch this part. Inhale, my legs are straight, like in the moon salutes, it's similar, straight legs. And then I bend my knees, kind of like in moon salutes, right? And then I'm gonna straighten the legs, and now I'm gonna swing my arms overhead. Yours probably might not go back as far as mine do, right? They might go more up, it's okay. Inhale, you come back through the bent knees and come all the way up, inhale. And through the bent knees, maybe you're breathing out of your mouth, the legs straighten, the arms go up. That's it, that's the whole thing. Do a few of those. And if you want to go fast, if that feels fun, great. Each time we do a couple slow ones first. Use the inhale. Use the exhale. Really let the head dangle at the bottom. Give it a break. The head has been holding up your very smart brain. It needs a rest. All right, then make your way back up. Maybe one more round. And then here you are. And then maybe you want to shake one more time. All right, we're gonna do a little standing sequence now. And if you'd like to work with blocks, maybe you have blocks in front of your mat. We're gonna do a version of Warrior 3 here in a moment, and so if you like supported Warrior 3, you can grab those. Okay. The first thing we're gonna do is actually take reverse prayer or opposite elbows. Here's opposite elbows. Note which forearm is stacked on which, because I'd like you to switch next time. Here's reverse prayer. Press down through your right foot and start to lighten the left foot off the earth. Lift up the left knee. Stay here for a moment, and I want you to feel how you've got the opening of the chest, but you're really sucking the belly button back to the spine to support that. Then Warrior 3. So your heart will come forward, chest parallel to ground, left leg up. Find a gazing spot on the floor, breathe 1. If this is too much with the arms, you can do something different. Breathe 2. Breathe 3. Breathe 4. And 5. Land the left foot back. Then straighten both legs. So I want the back heel down, both legs straight. We're setting up parsvotannasana. So you can either keep the hands just like they are, or you could release them if you want. You're gonna fold forward, hinging at your hips, and fold over your right leg. Breathe for 1. Now notice where you feel the sensation, 2. And imagine that sensation is like your child saying, "Hey mom," or "Dad," or whatever you go by, right? I need help over here, right? So feel those faces, and then send breath, send care, send attention. Okay. Put your hands down on the ground. You might want to take your hands down the spine. If they've been behind your back for a long time, it might be a little funky. So you might want to bring them down via the behind the root. Okay, next is twisted triangle. So press into your feet, lengthen through your spine, and then take the left hand outside of the right foot. Take the right arm into the sky. Press down through your feet, really engage strongly through your belly. Lean back your heart. Breathe for 2. 3, breathe. 4. And 5. Now look down. You're going to shift the weight into your right foot, and maybe the right hand goes onto a block. And you shift the weight into the right hand and the right foot, ardhachandrasana. Left arm and leg come up. You can take any variation of this you want. Breathe 1. Breathe 2. 3. 4. And 5. Now just look down. Step your left foot next to your right foot. Could you come up to udkatasana chair pose? So sit the hips back, raise the arms up, and then come all the way up to stand. Take reverse prayer or opposite elbows, this time with the opposite forearm on top, if that's what you're doing. Start to pick up the right knee. Breathe in. Stay here as you breathe out and pull the belly back to the spine. Find that you can be very open through the chest, maybe your elbows even kind of pull back a little bit, but you're supported in the low back. Then Warrior 3. Breathe here for 1. Feel the strength of your core, the strength of your legs. 2. 3, breathe. 4. And 5. Go ahead and let the right foot search for the floor. Once it finds it, straighten the legs, maybe to adjust the feet. You could get a little wider, maybe. Lift up through the chest and then fold forward. Of course, if this arm variation wants to go away, it can. Breathing 1. Breathing 2. 3, breathe. 4, exhale. 5. Take your time. If the hands need to come down, you can go down, back the spine, and then down to the ground. Twisted triangle, you can either come up onto your fingertips, you can use blocks, but press into your feet, engage your belly, lengthen your spine, and then take the right hand outside of the left foot and the left arm up. Press into your feet, engage through your belly, lengthen through your heart, and then lean your heart back. 1, 2, 3, 4, breathe. 5. Look forward and down. Start to shift the weight into the left foot. I bend that knee pretty deeply as I transition. And then bringing the weight into the left hand, left foot all the way. The right arm and leg now can come up. Take your variation of this pose. 1. Breathe. 2. 3. Breathe. 4. And 5. Look down. Step the right foot next to the left. Udkatasana, bring the arms up alongside your ears, sit deep, and then come all the way up to stand. Beautifully done. Now we're going to do all of that as a flow sequence. And we'll add on just a little bit at the end. This will be the last of our standing work. Grab opposite elbows or take reverse prayer. Pick up your left knee, inhale. Warrior 3, exhale. Land the left foot, straighten both legs, lift up your heart, inhale. Fold forward over the front leg, exhale. Take both hands down and lengthen your spine, inhale, left hand outside and right arm up. Exhale, twisted triangle. Looking forward and down, make your way into ardhachandrasana, shifting weight onto right foot, right hand, left arm lift. And then look down, step left foot next to right, udkatasana. Sit deep and low, then inhale, arms up alongside your ears. Exhale, come all the way up to stand. Let's try the other side. Grab opposite elbows or reverse prayer. Inhale, right knee lifts. Warrior 3, exhale, leg goes back, heart forward. Bend the front knee, find the floor of the right foot, and straighten both legs. Inhale. Fold over your front leg. Exhale. Hands down, lengthen your spine, press into your feet. Then right hand outside of left, left arm up as you breathe out, complete twisted triangle. Look forward and down, ardhachandrasana, shifting weight into left foot and left hand, making your way up, right arm, right leg lift. And then right foot next to the left foot. Inhale, udkatasana. Here I'm going to add on a little something. Take your hands to prayer and twist to your right, udkatasana twist. 5 breaths. For 1, 2, breathe. 3, 4, 5. Inhale, come all the way up. Maybe the tiptoes. And then just come back, lower the heels, lower the arms, feel the arms dangling from the shoulders. Close your eyes, take 1 inhale and 1 exhale. Now inhale, udkatasana, other side, sit back deep and low. Twist to your left this time, right arm outside of the left leg. Palms press, gaze over left shoulder, 1. Hear your breath, 2. like you're cleaning yourself out. You got all warmed up, like you're wringing out a towel. Breathe. 4. And 5. Come all the way up, maybe the tiptoes, maybe. And then lower the heels, lower the arms. Lower the eyelids, and again, just take a big breath in like you're sourcing from the earth. You're sourcing energy, pulling it through the whole body and letting it shine out of the crown. Letting it dangle from the fingertips. Make your way into downward dog. And if you'd like to take a little vinyasa on your way, you can. We're gonna wrap this puppy up here in the next 5 minutes or so. We'll take pigeon pose next. So first, pick up your left leg, reach it high into the sky behind you. If you want to open the hip and bend the knee, you can do that. And then you'll end up just bending that left knee and tucking it inside of your left wrist. Let the hips drop down to the planet, let the chest lift high, and then pour the weight of your heart forward and find your way. Now, if there's a prop nearby that might feel nice under your head, or if your left hip is kind of lifted up and if you feel like you have to hold it there with your muscles, maybe put something under the left hip. But once you're settled in, breathe. Feel. Commit to attending to this inner world, listening to its needs, sending care and response. The really good news is that your body tells you, your heart tells you, your mind tells you what it needs actually. You just need to slow down enough to be able to hear. You don't need to put your care into every single cell of the body necessarily. Put it into the parts of the body that are saying hello. That asking for help from your body, that's love. Mama, Papa, need you. And the way that you respond is love. We're gonna add in a hum for the same reason we chant, big breath in, and then if you do a deep low hum and you kind of send it to that space that needs vibration, you might just kind of shake something loose or set something free. And then take one more deep breath just to let that all integrate. And then go ahead and walk your hands back and make your way into downward dog again. A little vinyasa break might feel nice. And then lift up your right leg. Breathe in, some of us open the hip. Check out what works. And then you'll go ahead and take that right leg up, right knee forward. Make your way into pigeon pose on this side. Let the hips drop heavy like anchors to the earth. And then reach your heart way forward. And then pour it down over that right leg. Breathe and feel. We'll spend a few more breaths just like this. Fully engrossed in your inner world. Receiving and responding to requests for care. And then you'll add in that hum, if that works for you, if that's doable from wherever you are, breathing in, and then hum. And then always just a little breath at the end so that you can actually feel it, receive it, integrate it. And then start to make your way all the way up and come onto your back. And this is the moment that I spoke of at the beginning where if you would love to roll out your shoulders again, you could do that. Otherwise, you're going to take bridge or wheel. So for bridge, you just lift up your hips, and here you can sense that the energy from your legs is pouring down through your hips and torso towards your heart and upper chakras. Good stuff. If you want to turn it into full wheel, that's some shoulder prep. So if that's a pose that you do practice, you might feel ready for that. Hands alongside the ears, bring all the way up. 3 more breaths wherever you happen to be. Full breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Tucking the chin, coming on down. Take any counter pose that feels good, right? So usually people like to hug the knees in. Another nice option is feet very wide and knees together. So the feet are like width of your mat, but the knees touch in the center. Just take a couple of breath cycles in some kind of pose that feels good, just feels natural. And again, I'm going to give you a choice now. You get a minute of one kind of inversion practice. So legs up in the air is the simplest one, but you could do shoulder stand, headstand, or anything you like. Just spend 1 minute with your legs up above your hips. If you're just doing legs in the air, really nice to have a block under your sacrum. So accentuate that upside down line of energy. And this is also really nice if you have a wall to just drop your legs against. Just rest there. Feel how you're giving everything inside the chance to shift, to move on from stuck patterns, to open up into new pathways and skills. This pose I'm doing, legs in the air, Sanskrit word for it is, or Sanskrit term for it is virabhadrasana karani, which means the pose which turns everything around, which changes everything. Just a couple more breaths. It might not seem like it's changing everything, but especially if we're coming back to this on a daily or even weekly basis, something's happening inside. Something big. Our next final resting place is Shavasana. But if there are any other little ways of attending to the body that want to happen here, you can do that. So any final gestures. And then when you are ready, Settling in. The kindest thing you can do for this body is bring it back home. Let it rest in the loving arms of the mother. Let it drop all the way into her the way an infant would. Total trust. And the Father is always present. Sky all around you and through you in your breath. Our divine parents caring for us in a way that mortal parents simply cannot. They're not supposed to be able to. And you have an inner cosmic parent that knows that capacity for love and infinite, unconditional. Let your heart open in love for this being. Say your name to yourself, this being. Feel the divine self embrace the relative self. An embrace that's been going on for all time and will continue for all time. If you'd like to linger here or in a restorative pose a while, that might be nice. When you're ready to get moving again, do so very slowly. Gently push your way up to a seat. And take a moment to feel how beautiful it is that you've shown up to take care of these innocent, tender, beautiful parts of yourself today. Om Bolo Shri Sadguru Mata Devi Ki Jai. Thank you.